Alright, so we're gonna go do something I don't really want to do. We're gonna go work a little ground. I'm pretty much a no-till guy. I don't work ground. Matter of fact, we haven't worked ground in several years. We did a little ditching on another farm. So last fall I ended up chisel plowing it. It was just so doggone rough. Why? You couldn't hardly get around it. So we're gonna take the old 46. She's kind of rough on the outside, but boy, she's got a damn good heart. We've done quite a bit of work to it. She sure does run good. She's sat in the shed all winter, and I walked up to her this morning, checked the fluids, and just barely tickled the key. I was going to get a shot of her kicking off. When she starts first off like that, why, she gets pretty aggressive, cold starting, and it just happened so fast I wasn't able to get a shot of it. But you know, it's had an engine, transmission, clutch, all the good stuff. It really needs a paint job, a cab kit. And it'd be nice to have some radial tires on the back of it. Those old rice and cane tires are a little rough. They get the job done. So we're gonna take this this old junk finisher I pulled out of the weeds a minute ago over there, and we're gonna sand it, work a little ground. I might get a shot or two of that, I don't know. But like I said, I do not like working ground. It's just boring and it costs so much money. The time that it's taken for me to get around to this and go over and do it, why, we could have had her planted and sprayed and been gone and on down the road. But that's kind of the cards we're dealt, so that's the direction we're gonna go. All right, well, we about got this knocked out. There's an acre or two here. We about got it done. We're finishing up now. Alright. Don't worry about that guy right there. We don't need that guy. That guy right there, yeah, we don't need him. Not necessary. So, we'll get this finished up here and go back to the house maybe. I don't know. We might come over here and play this tonight. You know, we're doing tillage. Why? This old finisher does a pretty nice job. If I was gonna do full pass tillage every year, why, this would be my springtime tool of choice. If you're on a budget like me. I mean, I'm sure there's other tools out there that do a fine job, but that old weed patch junker does a heck of a job. It really smoothed that out, made that pretty nice. So, I don't know, we'll see what the rest of the day brings. To be honest, I'm kind of tired. I may say, heck with it, call her a day. I'm not sure. See how motivated I get. I've had a pretty good week. Run pretty hard. We've had several late nights, so we'll see what happens. All right, so we've had some things to do this morning. Kind of slowed us down a little bit. So doing a little walk around, and of course, got a flat tire on the drill. Yeah, so got the little D-wall air net up. If you don't have one of those, by God, I recommend getting one. They sure are handy, especially situations like this. So I slide over here to the old 48, letting that air up, check the oil, gonna fire it up, and we walk around over here, and yeah, she's flat. And if you can't tell there, the rim is bent and it's off the bead. So I have no idea how that happened. And I guess I'll have to do something about it. So, farming, yay. All right, so, you know, when you first get started, put some seed in that seed tender. Why, you should probably make sure the door's shut on the bottom of the auger where you cleaned it out last fall. We won't talk about that. All right, so, well, I mean, you know, because I mean, why wouldn't it? Yeah, if you're counting, why, that's number 3 for today. So that's just wonderful. So we're gonna have to do something about that. We gotta load some seed up so we can go over and plant that. Gosh darn it. Today is not going my way. I don't know what to say. If we get anything done today, why, I'll sure be surprised. But this is the way it goes. Not every day on the farm is a good day, and you don't always get done what you want to get done, because I mean, that right there happens. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna use there's some stuff here. There's another YouTube guy I seen, he used this stuff called tire jack. I don't know, I've never used it before. I'm gonna test it out, but I got a sneaky suspicion that either that right there or that right there is our problem. So this tire may be see you next Tuesday. I don't know. There's a spot right there that not looking too hot. So this skid loader, why, she gets used and abused around here. I mean, if you can't tell, why, we got that going on. But when you're feeding cattle, it's just kind of part of it. You jump on it every day and fire it up and let her have it. So I've tried the ether trick a couple times here, not having much luck. So we're gonna throw a rice strap around it, throw the air to it, see what we can get. I sure am tired of flat tires today. It's making a guy want to give up. Okay, so we got this tire mounted back up. Boy, that tire jack, that's some nasty stuff. It's just kind of, I don't know, that blue looking crap there. Just as I suspected, why. Yeah, that's good. But if you look real close there, you can see that blue stuff in there. And I just can't believe what I'm seeing here, but she's full of air. Now, if that lasts any kind of time at all, I'll sure be surprised. But I think it might be working. I don't know. We put it on there and got our seed loaded up. It says to run it around a little bit after you put it in there and air it up. So we did. It's not leaking, but that is definitely a heck of a slice in that sidewall. Typically that happens, why, that tire, she's junk. You might as well just throw it in the trash. So if that hangs in there tight for a while, I mean, I'll just have to believe it when I see it. But like I said, right now, like, she's on there in full air, so it's not leaking. I genuinely can't believe it. I must have run over a piece of steel or something out here in the driveway here earlier today. So I'm dumbfounded. I can't believe it's doing what it's doing. So anyhow, we put some hay out for these little monsters over here. I did some running around there, all kind of getting in there and getting them a bite to eat. So anyhow, if you're wondering why our calf from the other day. Sneak up on her. There she is. How you doing? How you doing? All right, so we're finally over here planting this field. We worked there the other day. It sure is different planting in the work ground. It is just ridiculously dusty. That whole drill and this tractor, why, time we get done, she's gonna be filthy. That's just one more reason to no-till, in my opinion. So, we'll have her down here after that. You're probably thinking to yourself, why would a guy farm around a couple round bills out in the field? Well, there's a little story behind that. There was a young man that used to live here. He was my buddy. He went off to another place there a couple years ago, and I used to put round bills out here and there for him, and he'd hide behind them and go coyote hunting, and I kind of left them there for him. And maybe he's using them, maybe he's not, but hopefully he's up there in a better place, hanging out behind a round bill, trying to track down a coyote. So we're probably gonna leave them there and farm around them for now. I sure do miss him. But every time I come over here, why, those round bells are there, and I remember him. He was a good boy. So anyhow, we're gonna get this knocked out.